Well, welcome to Great Races of 1997, which brings together all the best greyhounds of the year on one video. In the next hour, you'll see Some Pictured, Tom's the Best, Blue Merlin and Tralee Crazy. The list is just simply endless. Well, let's begin at Romford back in January of 1997 for the Tony Williams Coronation Cup final. £1,500 going to the winner, and joint favourites here in Friends Galore and West Dance.
They're off and racing in the final, and Friends Galore in two, not as quick away as she normally is, and at the first bend it's 6 on the outside, who's just in front. Claudine Magic in front of 3 Lady Ellie. There's a length and a half between them, a gap of 3 lengths to 5 racing third El Leon. Then further back in the field is 4 West Dance. Behind in 5th place then is Bubbly Boy, and last is Friends Galore. Down towards the final 2 bends in the final of the Tony Williams Coronation Cup, and on the inside 3 is drawn level. Lady Ellie with Claudine Magic on the outside, 5 edging closer in third El Leon, then 1 with Bubbly Boy and 4 on the outside West Dance, but racing toward the line, 6 back in front. Claudine Magic just from Lady Ellie in a photo.
Well, a battling display there from Claudine Magic, who went on to beat Lady Ellie. West Dance come from way off the pace to get third place. Friends Galore slightly disappointing after being badly balked at the first bend. Happy Connections, of course. The winner was trained by Brian Clemenson, who took this race the year before with Delta Duchess. Obviously a race he enjoys winning, the Coronation Cup at Romford. And here's clarification of the result. Claudine Magic beating Lady Ellie in a winning time of 35.78. A good performance from Claudine Magic, 13.72 split. We're on to the Sporting Life Juvenile Championship, bringing together all the best puppies from the previous year, and Black Gem Charm, the 1996 Puppy Derby winner, was sent off the 5-4 favourite.
And from the traps, the favourite Black Gem Charm in 3 gets a good break along with El Premier in 6, then Capula Rose. The trailer early on's Padana, and into the first bend it's Black Gem Charm, 3 lengths clear from El Premier and Capula Rose. Back and forth, listen to this, and no sign yet of Calco or Padana. Second last bend, and Black Gem Charm maintaining a 3-length advantage from El Premier in second place. Then back in third is Capula Rose, but swinging for home, Black Gem Charm's made every yard of the running so far from Capula Rose and El Premier. Up towards the line, Black Gem Charm just holds off El Premier. Calco comes home, best of the rest for third.
A real typical performance there from Black Gem Charm, beating El Premier in the end, and Calco running on best of the rest to grab third. Black Gem Charm, trained by Philip Rees, went on to record 27.98 when winning the Sporting Life Juvenile Championship, and won by half a length. Well, staying at Wimbledon, we're moving on to the final now of the Bass Gold Cup over 660 metres. £3,000 to the winner. Ernie Gaskin's Nashoba was sent off the 6-4 favourite. A very consistent greyhound over 6 bends. Oaks runner-up Bebopalola was sent off at 5-2.
And they break away for the final, and Bebopalola's swift to stride, already taken 2 lengths out of the field on the run to the first bend ahead of Liz Medine Legs. Also up there is Nashoba, but is scrimmaging at the first turn. Anna's Boy, one of those to suffer, and also towards the back Milwaukee Dream. But a circuit to travel, Bebopalola is clear. She's got about 3 or 4 length advantage over the remainder of the field, headed by Liz Medine Legs. Then Nashoba is back in third, a gap to Deanside Pretty. Down the back straight, Bebopalola is 4 lengths clear from Liz Medine Legs and Nashoba as they approach the second last bend. Bebopalola will her stamina last out. In hot pursuit is Nashoba, who's beginning to get closer. Then Liz Medine Legs off the final bend. Bebopalola, Nashoba is edging closer as the line approaches. Bebopalola just holding Nashoba. Bebopalola wins it. Nashoba is second place. Bunch for third.
Yes, just lasting home was Bebopalola, holding Nashoba there in the closing stages of the Bass Gold Cup final, and due rewards obviously for Bebopalola. If she was going to win a race over 6 bends at Wimbledon, the Bass Gold Cup was going to be hers, because it was obviously well drawn on the occasion in trap 1, and she was allowed to bomb out of the boxes a 15.31 split and did 40.80 winning time. Unlucky for Nashoba, but we'll see more of her a little bit later. Moving on to the Burn International over 460 metres, and the made favourite for this one, Countrywide Ace, John Coleman's runner, in trap 6 at 6-4. I'm Trigo in trap 2 at 5-2, and Black Gem Charm, we've just seen him at 7-2.
And away they go, fairly level break, but Black Gem Charm is particularly swift to stride, already opened up an advantage over Countrywide Ace, who's moved into second place, takes a bump at the first turn from Dynamic Fair, and it's down the back straight. Black Gem Charm has established a clear advantage in the black jacket at Countrywide Ace, and these two have it between them. Back in third is I'm Trigo, but at the second last bend it's Black Gem Charm. Countrywide Ace is doing her best to close as they straighten for the line, and in front Black Gem Charm's getting weary. Countrywide Ace picks her off close home. At the line it's Countrywide Ace beats Black Gem Charm. Haivu Pet's third.
Countrywide Ace there showing the frailty of Black Gem Charm. Frail in the finish, really. You could see Black Gem Charm tying up over the 460 at Wimbledon, and Countrywide Ace landing the spoils there for trainer John Coleman. A good start to the year for him, and you can see Patsy Byrne there giving away the trophy, the Byrne International confirmation. Then 27.97 was the winning time, and Countrywide Ace won by a length and a quarter in the end. Highview Pet back in third. We're moving on to Walthamstow now for the Jim Davis Stakes over 640 metres, and the favourite here, Nashoba, in trap 4. Could it gain some compensation? Main danger in the betting, Lismodene Legs, the fast starter, in trap 1.
And away they go then with quickest away Beachguard in 3. Nashoba though immediately on the case on the outside, challenges and goes on into the first bend as Beachguard quickly drops back to third behind Lismodene Legs. They straighten past the judge now then with 4 Nashoba leading by 3 or 4 lengths from Lismodene Legs, who's moved second. Then up on the outside Mount Farmer Mover in the stripes, just shading Milwaukee Dream for third. Midway down the back straight Nashoba stretching out by 5 or 6 lengths. Lismodene Legs, the red jacket, now being challenged by Milwaukee Dream in second, looking for room in behind that second greyhound, but it's Nashoba who's clear as they come towards the final bend. Nashoba surely got this in the bag, up towards the line. Nashoba's winning in some style. Close home, Nashoba's gone right away. It's desperately tied for second. Milwaukee Dream maybe just snatching that position.
Yes, a real good greyhound was Nashoba throughout most of the 1996, early part of 1997 period of time, trained by Ernie Gaskin and getting due reward there and winning the Jim Davis Stakes over 640 metres for trainer Ernie Gaskin. Confirmation of the result, Milwaukee Dream did snatch second place from Beachguard. There was just a short head between them, but the time there reflecting the quality of Nashoba, 39.64. We're staying at Walthamstow for a marathon race now in February. It's the Pepsi Cola Marathon over 840 metres. Odds-on favourite was Nick Savers, Albany Rose at 4-6.
So away they go for the Pepsi Cola Marathon final, and it's trap 3, Albany Rose, the favourite, who takes it up round the first 2 bends, being changed then by Miss Innocent in second. Gap back then to Security Abbey and Sahara Slippy, and that gap's about 7 or 8 lengths now as the first 2 blazing away up front. It's Ebony Rose just in front of Miss Innocent. Albany Rose 2 lengths from Miss Innocent, then 5 or 6 behind. It's then trap 2, Sahara Slippy from Security Abbey and Handy Score. Just one more lap of the track to race, and still up front, Albany Rose 2 lengths clear of Miss Innocent in dogged pursuit. Now it's 3 lengths as Albany Rose shows her class down the far side. She's gone about 5 lengths clear of Miss Innocent second. Albany Rose from Miss Innocent, and then running on from way back, Handy Score has moved into second, but it's all Albany Rose into the final bend. Albany Rose being chased valiantly by Handy Score up to the line. Albany Rose wins it from Handy Score in second. Security Abbey grabbed third.
Albany Rose then winning the Pepsi Cola Marathon. Of course, she won the Cesarewitch at the end of 1996, and of course won the Boxing Day Marathon as well for Nick Saver, and just showing how dominant she was at that stage of the year. And the marathons, 53.23, beating Handy Score. Moving on to the hurdlers now, it's the John Henwood Springbok. The novices in action. Dalcash Blaze was sent off the 2-1 favourite, 5-2, about Spec Air.
Off we go in the final. Spec Air leads up with Lenson Flower in 4 between them. Awkward at that was Dalcash Blaze. Trying to move up on the outside, Simon in 5 and Get Flying in 6. Towards the back, Scalp Ranger in 1. Down the far side, 2 Spec Air opens up a 2-length lead over 4 Lenson Flower. Moving into third, Get Flying in the 6 Dog, and 5 moving up, Simon. 2 bends left to race. Spec Air in trap 2 leads by a length and a half to 4 Lenson Flower. Simon finishing well from the back. They're down the straight over the last. 2 Spec Air joined on the line by Simon.
What a thrilling finish. Simon got the verdict there for trainer Gary Baggs. Went on, of course, to win the Irish Grand National as well. Won the Great Yorkshire Chase, breaking the track record at Sheffield. A good, consistent greyhound over the flight. Simon recording 28-21, beating Spec Air by a short head. We're on to the Golden Jacket final, and they made Albany Rose the 11-8 favourite in Trap 2. Main danger in the betting was Deanside Pretty at 3-1.
Well, they go then for the final, the Ladbroke Golden Jacket and 3 Deanside Pretty quickest to stride. L10 or 5 the outside challenges. Albany Rose just took a knock at the first bend in behind. 1 Broadacres lad as they race down the far side. It's Deanside Pretty out in front here by about half a length. L10 or right there on the outside. These two have broken away now from 4 Venture Supreme, and then further back Broadacres lad. They've got a circuit still to run. Deanside Pretty down the centre leading, but only by a length. L10 or trying to close the outside. They collide, but the battle's won by Deanside Pretty. Here's Broadacres lad now getting on the scene in the red jacket. They're racing down to the second bend. Deanside Pretty out in front here from Broadacres lad. He's beginning to close. Racing off the final bend. Deanside Pretty trying to hang on in there from Broadacres lad. They're racing down the straight. Deanside Pretty, Broadacres lad close home. Broadacres lad's won the Golden Jacket from Deanside Pretty.
A great display there for Terry Dartnell, a 1-2 for him. Broadacres lad winning the 1997 Golden Jacket final and recording a time of 46.08, beating kennel companion Deanside Pretty and El Tenor back in third. We're on to the Daily Star Arc, £5,000 going to the winner. Blue Merlin in Trap 6, wearing the stripes, the 13-8 favourite. Main danger in the betting, Trap 1, Oaks winner and his Bullet.
Away they go then for the final of the Daily Star Arc. Annie's Bullet in 1 was the quickest away as they move to the first bend from Lenton Lad, challenged by Blue Merlin the outside and taking the second bend, and Blue Merlin's out in front now as they race down the back straight. Has gone on by 2 or 3 lengths from Dancing Prince, who's challenging Annie's Bullet for second. They're racing into the third and fourth bends. Blue Merlin has gone 3 or 4 clear here from the pack. Annie's Bullet best of the rest, then Dancing Prince, but they're swinging down the home straight and Blue Merlin is out in front. Blue Merlin is going to win the Arc here. Blue Merlin wins it from Annie's Bullet. El Gran Senor's got up for third.
Blue Merlin, who showed so much potential in 1996, now coming good there in the Daily Star Arc, beating Annie's Bullet. Look at the time, 28.56. Tore up to the home straight up towards that first bend. Brilliant early pace and winning it by 3 1/4 lengths. El Gran Senor getting third. On to the Pall Mall and the final here with Night Trooper, Nicky Adams runner. The Trap 4 runner-up to Chandler Slippy in the Derby last year. The 11-10 favourite, 5-2 Steady Teddy, and Stowe's Val, Linda Mullins runner at 4-1 in Trap 5.
Why they go for the final of the Pall Mall, then Night Trooper the favourites quickly on terms as they go to the first bend just ahead of 5 Stowe's Val the outside. They take the turn now and Night Trooper's in front, establishing 2 or 3 length lead over Stowe's Val. Further back in the field are 2 Come On Royal, but Night Trooper's gone as they race down towards the second and last bend. Has opened up here on 5 Stowe's Val, who's best of the remainder, then Come On Royal, but it's Night Trooper who's flashing down the home straight at Oxford and has gone right away from these. Night Trooper's won the Pall Mall from Stowe's Val. Come On Royal in third.
Yeah, it's a great greyhound when flashing out of the traps. There he is, Night Trooper. Nicky Adams there holding on to him at the podium, and Night Trooper winning in 27.19, beating the valiant Stowe's Val in second place, who went on to win the Northern Oaks, and Come On Royal back in third. On to the Daily Mirror Sporting Life Grand National final, over 474 metres, and the favourite here at even money was Trap 2 Wisley Wonder.
Often racing in the final and away well on the outside as Tambay Flash over 5. Just in front of 1 Dynamic Display, close up on the inside, Wisley Wonder. They're tightly grouped around the first 2 bends, heading down the far side. Dynamic Display and Tambay Flash neck and neck. Close up on the inside there, Wisley Wonder. A gap then to Gloam Fox back in 4th. They're racing towards a penultimate bend. Still little to choose between Dynamic Display and Tambay Flash. Behind these in third as they entered up is Scalp Ranger, who's running on well. Racing towards the line, Tambay Flash gets to the final, wins it from in second. Dynamic Display. Scalp Ranger, a good run from the outsider in third.
Well, it has to be said that it was a bit of a surprise for this year's Grand National winner, Tambay Flash, winning in 29.07 and beating Dynamic Display, the 8-1 chance there, and Scalp Ranger back in third. So on to the BBC Television Trophy, also held at Hall Green back in April, and Albany Rose was sent off the even money favourite.
And we're away for the final of the TV Trophy. Wise Beauty the quickest to stride as they go to the first bend. Albany Rose has got a good pitch on the inside in second. Frisbee Fanfare's trying to go with these out wide as they race down the back straight the first time. And it's here that Albany Rose pulls on marginally ahead of Wise Beauty. He's battling back immediately. They're 3 lengths clear of Frisbee Fanfare. And then further behind those comes Thornfield Pride as they straighten up then past the judge with Albany Rose in command from Wise Beauty, who's coming back for more the outside as they race around the 5th bend. Thornfield Pride has shrugged aside Frisbee Fanfare to go into 3rd. They're racing down towards the second last corner. It's Albany Rose out in front from Wise Beauty. Here's Thornfield Pride trying to get in the action between greyhounds. They're off the final bend. Thornfield Pride's found a route through now from Albany Rose. Sticking on Ladies Handy Score. They're racing down to the line. Thornfield Pride, here's Albany Rose coming for more. Thornfield Pride's Albany Rose Handy Score. Very, very tight.
Well, without doubt, a tremendous finish there to the BBC Television Trophy. And Yvonne and Brian Morris's Thornfield Pride got the verdict by a short head from Albany Rose. A short head back to Handy Score, who came from out of the clouds to finish back in 3rd. On to the Wendy Fair Blue Ribbon, $7.5 grand going to the winner. Odds on and a short price at that. Trap 4, Blue Merlin.
Racing for the blue ribbon final then. Elderbury Chick Forest Jet away quickly. Here's Blue Merlin in the black jacket moving up to join these leaders as they go to the first bend, and just clears around Forest Jet as they go down the far side. Now Blue Merlin's hit the front, has quickly gone 2 clear. Forest Jet in 3 is showing in second place. A gap away then to El Gran Senor. Forest Jet's trying to close up on the inside of Blue Merlin, but Blue Merlin just hits the pedal again, goes a length and a half clear as they come into the final bend. Blue Merlin out in front from Forest Jet, who tries once more on the far side, but up to the line. Blue Merlin takes the blue ribbon. Blue Merlin's the winner, close for second, Forest Jet, El Gran Senor.
A remarkable double for Blue Merlin. Every time I look at the 3rd bend, I actually wince for my own good, really, because I backed Forest Jet 100-1. But there you go, Blue Merlin winning the Wendy Fair Blue Ribbon in a winning time of 29.07. Forest Jet, a game second, beaten a length and a half, and El Gran Senor running on really powerfully in the end to finish 3rd. We're off to Hove now for the Courage Greyhound Olympic, and the favourite here was Derek Knight's Astracin Eureka, sent off at 7-4.
Away they go, and from 5, Astracin Eureka is very, very fast away. Leads already by 2 to 3 lengths from El Gran Senor. Then Minorca's Sonnet as they come round the first couple of bends. Frightful Leader from 6 is making good headway in the early stages. Rock Glen Ranger and Hello Mate right towards the rear of the field. Astracin Eureka still has a clear advantage as they come round the second last bend. 2 or 3 lengths in front, although the pack now beginning to close. Behind in second place is Frightful Leader. Then comes Minorca's Sonnet, but on the outside, Astracin Eureka just held on from Frightful Leader.
Astracin Eureka just holding on from the powerful finish there from Frightful Leader, taking the spoils of the Courage Olympic for trainer Derek Knight. Here's confirmation. Astracin Eureka winning in 30.05, beating Frightful Leader, and that great finalist El Gran Senor finishing 3rd in the Olympic. On to the Regal Scottish Derby final, £20,000 going to the winner, and Some Picture sent off the even money favourite here for trainer Charlie Lister. And away they go, and racing out towards the first bend, 3 Elderbury Chick gets a great start here in the early stages from 4 Endon Tiger racing in second. After this can 5 Some Picture lying handy as they head down the far side. Elderbury Chick being taken on by Endon Tiger on the inside. Handy on the outer is Some Picture as they race down towards the 3rd bend. Endon Tiger goes on, but here comes Some Picture to lead at the 3rd bend. Surely the riding's on the wall now. Some Picture stretches clear for victory in the Scottish Derby. What a greyhound this fellow is. Some Picture wins the Scottish Greyhound Derby, sponsored by Regal. Second went to Elderbury Chick rallying for second place, and Endon Tiger was 3rd. Some Picture there winning in 29.02, the winning time for Some Picture, trained by Charlie Lister there, and a great performance from this greyhound, who goes on now to run, of course, in the Greyhound Derby. The Greenwich Cup at Catford, over 555 metres, saw the 6 bend debut of Rose's Opinion, who'd certainly caught the eye many a time over 4 bends.
Off and racing for the Greenwich Cup final then, and on the inside, Rose's Opinion's just the early leader, track wide by Trendisgirl. Trendisgirl going on around that first bend from Rose's Opinion. Showing on the inside in third is Tiger Comet. They come past the line first time. Wide apart, these leaders. Trendisgirl on the outside, just moving back to the rails now and clips round the outside of Rose's Opinion. Down the far side, Trendisgirl by 2 lengths. Rose's Opinion, though, is closing again on the inside. Rose's Opinion going on, only by a length, though, from Trendisgirl. These have gone right away from the rest. They're turning in for home now. Rose's Opinion by a length and a half. Trendisgirl can do no more. Up towards the line. Rose's Opinion wins the Greenwich Cup. Trendisgirl is second. It's close for third.
Rose's Opinion winning the Greenwich Cup, went on to win the test at Walthamstow over 640 metres for trainer Mick Pusey, but unfortunately injured in the gold collar at Catford later in the year, and now retired for breeding, winning in 35.04, beating Trendisgirl. Moving on now to the Reading Masters final, £20,000 going to the winner. Blue Merlin sent off the 4 to 9 favourites. The main dangers of the betting, Droopy's Eric and Night Trooper. And away they go, and racing up towards the first bend, and 4 Blue Merlin away well from 3 Night Trooper. Then comes 1. That's Droopy's Eric as they go around the first 2 bends. A bit of bother there as they head down the far side, and Night Trooper takes up the advantage over Blue Merlin. Blackwater Storm back in third. As they come racing down towards the second last bend, it's Night Trooper. And here comes Blue Merlin. Oh, there's trouble there. Blackwater Storm also involved. So this allows Night Trooper to go clear. Up towards the winning line, it's going to be Night Trooper who's going to land the Masters. Night Trooper's your winner. Photograph the second between Blackwater Storm finishing well and Blue Merlin. Night Trooper completing a double then in the Pall Mall and the Masters. And what a shame it was in the end that Night Trooper and Blue Merlin both picked up injuries before the start of the Greyhound Derby and missed the chance to take part in that great competition. Night Trooper winning in 27.86 when landing the Masters. On to the George Curtis Regency now at Hove over 695 metres. £5,000 going to the winner. Odds on favourite 1,000,000%, trained by Brian Clemenson. And away they go, and 1 Musical Treat getting a good start here from 2 Sportsman Star. After it comes 6, that's 1,000,000% on the outside. 3 Rock Glen Ranger bursting through to take a handy position. So as they come past the judges box, and 1,000,000% is moving up on the outside to the roars of the crowd. 1,000,000% goes on from Rock Glen Ranger, who is slightly held up there by 1 Musical Treat as they settle down for the battle then. But 1,000,000% has slipped the field, gone 2.5 lengths clear from 3 Rock Glen Ranger in second. Then comes 1 Musical Treat as they come round the final 2 bends. It's 6,000,000% out in front by 3 lengths here from 3 Rock Glen Ranger as they come round the final bend. They're not going to catch 1,000,000%. The favourite backers enjoying this one. 6,000,000%'s your winner. Just getting up for second is Musical Treat, second again in this race, and the third was Rock Glen Ranger. Oh, there's the happy connections of 1,000,000%. A 1-2 for Brian Clemenson, and 1,000,000% they're winning in 41.69, beating Musical Treat by 3.5 lengths. Rock Glen Ranger a further half length back in third. Well, we're now going to concentrate on the Greyhound Derby. The anti-post favourite following all the trial stakes races and just before the start of the competition, the first round, was He Knows. Now here is an example why this greyhound was sent off favourite. Main danger was Larkhill Joe in 6. They're off and racing up towards the first bend. Trap 2, Tiger Comet trapped out well, but it's He Knows who gets a clear path on the inside. Larkhill Joe on the outside, who just gets clumped there by He Knows, and the favourite goes on. Some 2 lengths clear then from Trap 6, Larkhill Joe. A distance back now to Trap 4, that's Lisgar's Dancer. As they head down towards the second last bend, and He Knows very powerful in front, leading the way here, some 3 lengths clear from Larkhill Joe. A good display again from He Knows. He had his box. He Knows wins this one. Larkhill Joe was second, and back in third, Lisgar's Dancer. Sheffield Raider, He Knows, trained by Barry Draper, showing exactly why he was made anti-post favourite for the Greyhound Derby. Well, the runner's going through shot there for the Greyhound Derby. £50,000 at stake, of course. Charles Payton in 1, here's Andy in 2, Stows Val in 3, He Knows in 4, and he's Bullet in 5, and Some Picture in 6. Let's take a look at the betting for the final. Some Picture was made the 8-13 favourite. There was money on the track there for He Knows, back down from something like 4-1 down to 3-1. It was 7-1, here's Andy, 7-1, Annie's Bullet, 10-1 Stows Val, and Charles Payton, the outsider, at 33-1. Well, they're all in then. Started checking them over. Just had a quick glance there at He Knows. A couple of them did look a bit nervous on the parade, noticeably Annie's Bullet. We're expecting the two bitches to lead, Stowesvale in 3, Annie's Bullet in 5. Can they dominate the race from the front, or will the favourite Some Picture or He Knows pick them up? With the outsiders, Charpade, and here's Andy. Away we go then for the Greyhound Derby final, and racing up towards the first bend, and 5 Annie's Bullet is away fast, but not as fast as Stowesvale. Look where Some Picture is already as they go around the second bend, and Some Picture takes up the lead here. He's going clear from Stowesvale in second. The rest are nowhere as they come down towards the second last bend. Is Some Picture going clear for victory? He's gone 4 lengths clear from Stowesvale in second. After these comes He Knows, putting it all in, but it's all too late and all in vain, because there's only one winner of this year's Greyhound Derby. It's Some Picture, owned by Steve Spiteri, trained by Charlie Lister. What a greyhound, a unique fighting force he is, isn't he? What a picture he makes. Some Picture landing the Greyhound Derby in style. Well, Some Picture winning the Greyhound Derby, lying handy around those first 2 bends. We didn't really expect to see him up with the pace so early, but boy did he win. Getting the congratulations there of John Mullins, got a tap there, and Barry Draper going over to give Michael Harris, the kennel hand, a shake by the hand. But there we go, there's confirmation of the result, a win for Trapstick Some Picture, winning in 28.23. What a glorious time. Nothing's gone faster in a Derby final at Wimbledon before. Let's watch the race one more time and look at some of the others in action as well. There was trouble at the first bend. Annie's Bullet got a good start. Didn't seem to interfere with anything as they came into the first bend. Stowesvale on its inside, pushing it all the way. Some Picture lying handy around that bend. Trouble in behind, you saw. Here's Andy cutting across Charpade, and He Knows badly balked last at that point. Here's Andy, then runs into the back of Annie's Bullet off the second bend. But up front, avoiding all the trouble, and what a great start. Steve Spiteri did say at the Derby luncheon that he's asking Charlie Lister to get Some Picture right bang in form for the final itself, and boy hasn't he done a great job. Some Picture then going clear as we'd expect from this stage of the race. Stowesvale, she's run her heart out back in second place at the moment. He Knows about the challenge for that place. In behind you can see Annie's Bullet and Charpade, and right at the back is Here's Andy. As they go across the line, it's going to be victory to Some Picture for this year's Greyhound Derby final. And a great race indeed. Some Picture beating He Knows in the end, with Stowesvale back in third and return the 8-13 favourite. And there's a look at the happy scenes as the trophies displayed. Steve Spiteri's going to be alongside Charlie Lister in a moment. There he is, Charlie with the trophy. Steve Spiteri giving him a warm hug. And what a fighting force they are. Yes, tremendous scenes at Wimbledon Stadium. And could Some Picture do the treble and land the Irish Derby as well? There was £100,000 bonus if Some Picture could do it. It would have been a memorable feat. You'll be able to see the race a bit later. Well, on to the Ladbroke Midland Gold Cup, the final worth £7,000 to the winner. Favourite for the race was Nick Sava's Larkhill Joe, sent off at 5-4, one of the most promising pups in the country during the early part of the year. Tom's the Best, who'd won the Derby Consolation and really became a force during the competition of the Greyhound Derby, knocked out at the semi-final stage, was sent off at 2-1, also trained by Nick Sava. Also in the field was Here's Andy in Trap 2, Paul Stringer's greyhound, who'd suffered from injury slightly but always puts up a game performance. And Astracin Eulogy himself, a greyhound who took part in the Greyhound Derby and had run really well up to the quarter-final stage, and one of the most promising greyhounds in the country, trained by Derek Knight. A lot to look forward to in the Ladbroke Midland Gold Cup final.
And they're away for the Midland Gold Cup then. Quickest to stride, Astracin Eulogy on the outside, Camas Ranger. As they go to the first bend, Astracin Eulogy just moved off slightly, impeded those in behind. It's allowed Droopy's Cross up the inside. Tom's the Best in the stripes is making ground. It's Droopy's Cross by a length from Astracin Eulogy. Then comes Tom's the Best, Larkhill Joe just in behind them as they turn for home. On the inside, Droopy's Cross hanging on from Tom's the Best, who's throwing in a challenge now. It's Tom's the Best getting to Droopy's Cross. Tom's the Best going on. It's very tight for the places. Droopy's Cross, Astracin Eulogy and Larkhill Joe spread across the track.
A powerful display there from Tom's the Best, owned by Eddie Shotton, who puts a lot of money into the game. They're getting due reward there with Tom's the Best beating Astracin Eulogy by 2 lengths, and a further short head back to Droopy's Cross in third. The winning time 28.21. We're on to the Scurry Gold Cup over 385 metres, and the made favourite here at 11 to 8, the well-drawn Pavilion Rock. In trap 1 for Sam Sykes, Black Gem Charm and Stowe's Val the main opponents.
Traps away then for the Scurry Gold Cup. Good battle early on. Black Gem Charm and Pavilion Rock as they race down towards the first bend. Around the corner they go. Black Gem Charm's taken over. Shore and Beach is on the premises in second, and then Pavilion Rock as they race midway down the back straight. It's Black Gem Charm being pursued the outside by Shore and Beach. Pavilion Rock still looking for room to join them again. Off the final bend, Shore and Beach wide now with Black Gem Charm. Shore and Beach, Black Gem Charm the outside, Small Fortune.
Yes, a thrilling finish to this year's Scurry Gold Cup, and in the end it went to the outsider, Shore and Beach, winning at 10 to 1, beating Black Gem Charm, and Small Fortune finishing really fast back in third. Winning time 23.78. On now to the Tony Morris Champion Stakes, £10,000 to the winner, Elderbury Chick, who'd been runner-up, of course, behind Some Picture in the Scottish Derby, the 2 to 5 favourites for the final in trap 6. And away they go, and racing up towards the first bend, and 6 Elderbury Chick gets a flyer from the start. After this comes 3 badly hampered at the bend. That's a Countrywide Stag as they go into the second turn, and Elderbury Chick is well clear. Lenson Billy goes off in chase in second, and then comes 3 Countrywide Stag back in third. After these racing in fourth comes trap 2 Davdor Demon as they head down the far side for the final time. Elderbury Chick still 4 lengths clear from Lenson Billy. Surely there's no catching Elderbury Chick. She's well clear. Lenson Billy trying as hard as he can to close the gap, but up towards winner line. Elderbury Chick wins the Tony Morris Champion Stakes. Back in second is Lenson Billy. In third came El Tenor, Countrywide Stag crossing the line in fourth, Davdor Demon fifth, and El Grand Senor finished last. A great run there from Elderbury Chick, who beat Lenson Billy in the end by 2.5 lengths, setting a new track record, and Pat Ryan must be well pleased. She's been a good servant already this year, reaching the Scottish Derby final, and of course the blue ribbon as well. Well, moving on to the Gain Peterborough Derby, £10,000 to the winner over 420 metres. Cry Havoc in trap 4 sent off the 7 to 4 favourite. The lineup also included last year's winner Dynamic Fair. And away we go, and racing out towards the first bend, and 5 Dynamic Fair gets a crackerjack of a start this time round. Terry Drum Kate in second place. Oh, there's been trouble in behind. Terry Drum Kate had to check, but the others all involved in bumping. And this time Dynamic Fair is clear from Terry Drum Kate, giving chase in second. There's no Serene Logic on the premises this time round. They can cheer for Dynamic Fair. It's going to win the Peterborough Derby for the second year running. Dynamic Fair, when it mattered, wins the race. Second goes to Terry Drum Kate. Dynamic Fair, who'd won the Peterborough Derby last year and the Dundalk International, going on to win the Gain Peterborough Derby again in 1997. And would you believe it, it went on to win the Dundalk International for a second year running. Remarkable performance from a greyhound who also set the track record during 1997 at Wimbledon over the sprint distance. 25.45 the winning time, beating Terry Drum Kate by 4.25 lengths. On to the Sussex Cup final now, over 515 metres, £3,000 going to the winner. No surprise to see Tom's the Best, such a short price favourite here at 2 to 5. Main dangers were Corpo Election and also Wandering One. Away we go, and racing out towards the first bend, fleet-footed Corpo Election is fast into stride here into that first bend from 5. Tom's the Best already handy from 6. Wandering One after he's got a break back to racing in 4th place. Argos Chief as they head down the far side, and Corpo Election with a 3-length lead, but Tom's the Best off in chase, and the writing's on the wall as they approach the third bend. It's Corpo Election, but Tom's the Best looking for room on the inside. There is room there, and Tom's the Best takes up the lead off the final bend. Plenty of cheering here at Hove tonight, because Tom's the Best, the anti-post favourite, lands the spoils in style. Wandering One got up to be second, and Corpo Election back in third. Well, this galloping track and the nature of the trip of 515 metres suits Tom's the Best right down to the ground. 29.79, a very good time there from Tom's the Best, just outside the track record, still held by Hit the Lid, and a winning distance of 2.25 lengths. Next is the Ladbroke Silver Collar final, taking place at Walthamstow. £3,000 to the winner. Ernie Gaskin's Zamex Gem, the 4 to 5 favourite in trap 1. That Versatile Campaigner, Clear Prospect in trap 4. And they're running and racing out towards the first bend, and trap 4 Clear Prospect is trying to get in front here from Zamax Gem at 1, and Zamax Gem had to check round the outside there, so 4 Clear Prospects being given a 2-length lead off that second bend and extends it to about 4 lengths passing the stand. So Clear Prospect out in front from Zamax Gem giving chase in second. After these racing back in third comes trap 2 Sportsman's Casino as they head down the far side for the final time, and Clear Prospect has got them stretched. He leads by a good 5 lengths at the moment from Zamax Gem, making little impression after these. Moving up on the outside is 5 Simpson Supreme, but as they come round the final bend, and it's all been about Clear Prospect. The early pace has won this race here at Walthamstow. Clear Prospect crosses the line well clear in the end from Zamax Gem and Simpson Supreme involved in the photo for second. Sportsman's Casino and Deanside Sport bringing up the rear. Clear Prospect obviously enjoys the Ladbroke cash because it won the Ladbroke Hurdles earlier in the year, over 475 metres, and now on a Ladbroke silver collar for Mario Lanfranchi, beating Zamax Gem in a winning time 39.32, exceptional time, ground obviously quick. On to the final now of the Guys and Dolls at Crayford, over 380 metres, and the favourite here at 7-4 was Paul Young's Grandad's Jerry, drawn in trap 1, but Stowe's Vow was also involved in the final here, of course ran so well during the Greyhound Derby in trap 2. They're off and racing up towards the first bend, and trap 2 Stowe's Val is out in front, leading the way into the first bend ahead of trap 4 there on the outside. Clongeal Jet, a bit of bumping there and all change up front. 1 Grandad's Jerry and 6 Corpo Election race on, but surely Corpo Election, she stays the trip out well. Out in front from Grandad's Jerry, who's running a good bend though, fighting back. It's Corpo Election just ahead of Grandad's Jerry. Corpo Election stamina pays dividends. Corpo Election wins it from Grandad's Jerry. Stowe's Val got third. A truly wonderful servant has Corpo Election been for Connections, winning in 23.76 for the Mulkerrins and beating Grandad's Jerry by a length and 3/4. Corpo Election then winning this year's Guys and Dolls. The most valuable puppy race of the year is the Cold Seal Classic, over 500 metres, £10,000 going to the winner, and David Prue's Jasper's Boy was expected to pick up the loot in trap 5 at 11-10. Away we go and racing out towards the first bend for the final and breaking fast in trap 2 there. That's El Franco. El Franco's leading the way, but Jasper's Boy is close up after this. Comes 1 Canwell Flash. They head down the far side. There was trouble in behind, and Jasper's Boy takes off down the far side. Goes a length clear, maybe 2 lengths clear at the third bend from El Franco, who's got no answers to the favourite after this. Comes Canwell Flash as they come off the final bend. It's Jasper's Boy who's piling on the pressure here. Jasper's Boy is going to win the 1997 Cold Seal Puppy Classic final. Jasper's Boy's your winner. Second place goes to El Franco, who held the determined challenge of Canwell Flash. David Prues, the trainer of Jasper's Boy, must be well happy with that performance. 30.17 the winning time, beating El Franco by 4.5 lengths, landing the Cold Seal Puppy Classic. From the future stars to the more established runners, and Lenson Billy was trying to pick up the pieces following his defeat, of course, to Elderbury Chick in the final of the Champion Stakes at Romford, sent off a warm price favourite for the Essex Vars. Away they go, and 6 is fast away. Bubbly Boy on the outside. Pace coming from Lenson Billy, and boy, he's determined. He's gone on already from 2. Countrywide Ace in second place. So Lenson Billy out in front to the cheers of the crowd. It's going to be Lenson Billy leading here from Countrywide Ace. After these comes 5. Ellen Flyer back in third. They've pulled clear from the rest. They head down the far side, and Lenson Billy drawing further away now, gone 3 lengths clear from Countrywide Ace, who's been tackled by Ellen Fly, just closing the door on that rival as they come round the final bend. It's surely Lenson Billy who's going to gain the Essex Vars here for 1997. It's Lenson Billy landing the spoils in the end, staying on best of the rest. Ellen Flyer in second, and Countrywide Ace held Bubbly Boy for third. Well, the happy connections for Lenson Billy, runner-up, of course, to Elderbury Chick in the Champion Stakes the other month here at Romford, and now gaining ample compensation with the Essex Vars, winning time 35.50. We're back with the youngsters now in the Dell Nash Puppy Derby final. Over 460 metres, and Ernie Gaskin's rising leader was sent off the 6-4 favourite, drawn in trap 6.
Often racing for the final of the Puppy Derby, then a rising leader. 6 was out quickly. Also right with them there is Metric Puma, and over on the far side Mardine Sheba. Metric Puma ran into the back of rising leader into that second bend, up front still. Rising leader by a length and a half, showing them from Mardine Sheba. Here in the white jacket, Lenson Hero coming with a run on the inside as they go down towards the final bend then. Rising leader just in front, but here goes Lenson Hero now, pulls on quickly through up towards the final bend and going to the line now. Lenson Hero springing away. Lenson Hero from rising leader, Metric Puma in third.
Yes, it's been a fantastic year for owner Len Ponder. There he is, with Lenson Hero winning the Del Nash Puppy Derby. £3,000 going to the winner, winning in 27.97, beating rising leader by 2.5 lengths. On now to the Shepherd Neame Vase final, and the favourite here was El Tenor, winner of this race last year at 10-11, 2-1 about Roy Towner's Pearl Maria in trap 2. Now we're off and running, and a great start here from 5. El Tenor leading up early from 4 with approval. After this, you've got racing back in third comes trap 6, but running wide Steffi's time, and then comes 1. That's Only Brothers, but El Tenor's piling on the pressure, and surely there's only going to be one verdict here, with approvals giving chase in second place, and after he's racing in third, now comes Ronnie's Last. But as it comes down towards the second last turn, El Tenor, victor of this event last year, of course, the Shepherd Neame Vase is way out clear as they come up towards winning line. El Tenor, great start, great victory, good performance, and well displayed by trainer Linda Mullins. So El Tenor wins the Shepherd Neame Vase. £3,000 going to the winner with approval back in second, and Rennie's Lass was third. Great win there for El Tenor, winning in 33.83 and beating with approval by 7 lengths, and another typical victory for Linda Mullins and the Lanfranchi team. We're off to Yarmouth now for the East Anglian Greyhound Derby. £10,000 going to the winner. They made favourite I'm Frankie, Mick Pusey's runner, winner of the Stylefield Law at Stud Stakes, the puppy event at Walthamstow earlier in the year. In trap 2, the 7-4 favourite. Second best here were Terry Drum Kate representing Charlie Lister. He also had Gaytime Dean in the race. And listen to this, also showing at 11-4. Away we go, and racing out towards the first bend. Good start from Terry Drum Kate in 6 and also 4 Spring Gale, but up front is Terry Drum Kate, who asserts now and goes on to lead from racing in second place trap 3 Gaytime Dean. So it's a Charlie Lister 1 and 2 at the moment. Back in third comes Listen to This in 1, and then comes trap 2 I'm Frankie. But as they come round the third bend, Terry Drum Kate with the advantage, running wide again off the final turn. Gaytime Dean's got a chance up towards winning line. It's Terry Drum Kate who's going to last home. Terry Drum Kate wins it from Gaytime Dean. And back in third spot came Listen to This. Great performance from Terry Drum Kate, and a 1-2 for trainer Charlie Lister. Gaytime Dean finishing second, the winning time 29.28. Let's move on to the Gold Collar at Catford, 555 metres. Lenson Billy sent off the 1-2 favourite in trap 3.
Often racing with the final, the Gold Collar. Slow Joe very quickly away from Champagne on his inside. Lenson Billy in white is showing in third. He's made a lot of trouble though, Lenson Billy, going into that second bend. Slow Joe still out in front here with his 2-length advantage. Darren Asafadan over on the far side. Then comes Homeside Night in the black. More trouble in the white jacket for Lenson Billy. They're midway down the back straight then, and still with the advantage here is Slow Joe. Leads by 2 lengths from Homeside Night, who's ranging after him. Then Darren Asafadan. Lenson Billy with a lot of work to do, but he's trying to make progress now. They come off the final bend. Homeside Night challenged by Lenson Billy. Lenson Billy getting on top. Lenson Billy from Homeside Night. Slow Joe back in third.
Well, he's run a brave race, isn't he, Lenson Billy there? Got caught up in early trouble, crowded at the first and also hampered at the third bends, but stayed on well and picked up Homeside Night, which some would have thought would have been almost impossible. Anyway, the winning time 35.02 and a winning distance of 1 length and a quarter. Congratulations to a very consistent greyhound, Lenson Billy. On to the big one across the ROC. Could some picture pick up a £100,000 bonus, landing the English, Scottish and Irish derbies? Drawn in trap 5. He hadn't been performing well during the competition, but fingers crossed he was going to take home the glory for Charlie Lister and Steve Spiteri. There was another English challenger in the race. Tom's the Best, well drawn in trap 6.
They're off for the Irish Derby, and Vintage Prince and Tom's the Best very fast away. Some Picture was very slowly away, last at the first bend. Racing onto the far side, and on the inside, Vintage Prince by about a length from Tom's the Best in second. Back in third comes Joker's Run at the second last bend in the Irish Derby, and it's Vintage Prince in the lead, still by a length from Tom's the Best, racing towards the home turn in the Irish Derby. And it's Vintage Prince just for lead over Three Dog, but here comes Tom's the Best on the inside. Tom's the Best just getting up close home to win it from Vintage Prince. Right to Apply was third.
Yes, Tom's the Best landing the Irish Derby, £50,000 going to the winner. Nick Sava obviously very pleased indeed with the performance of his greyhound, getting it right on the night. Was well drawn, recording 30.09. Vintage Prince second. A game performance from that runner despite its age, and Right to Apply back in third. Well, from the happy scenes of Shelbourne Park, we move to Walthamstow and the final of the Grand Prix. And odds-on favourite Spring Rose, the winner of the 1996 Grand Prix, lining up again in the final here in Trap 5, sent off at 4-6.
They're off for the Grand Prix, 640 metres, and El Gran Senor is the first one to lead as they run up towards the first bend. Slaney Ash from 3 is up with the pace in second, then comes 1. Lid Pal Frankie back in third. Racing past the judge, they've got a circuit to go, and El Gran Senor made all the running so far. Still in the lead as they go onto the far side for the final time. 3 Slaney Ash and 5 Spring Rose. Last year's winner is now beginning to improve on the leaders, but still it's El Gran Senor. Determined run from the front, making every inch of the running so far. Second now is Spring Rose, trying to close bravely off the final bend, racing up towards the line in the Grand Prix, and in the lead El Gran Senor's going to win it from Spring Rose in second.
El Gran Senor, who'd reached so many finals this year, picked up an injury during the Greyhound Derby. I thought he might have lost his form slightly, but back with a bang in the Grand Prix over 6 bends, 640 metres, 39.38, splendid time. And how unlucky Spring Rose was as well. She didn't come away on the evening, and what a shame it was. She does, of course, have a chance of winning the St. Leger, of course, a race that she won last year as well. We'll find out a bit later. On to the puppies now, the Trafalgar Cup at Wembley. Only £750 going to the winner, but a prestige competition throughout the years. We've got to watch out for the performance of Ground Zero in Trap 1 here, sent off at 2-9. So away we go then for the Trafalgar Cup, and breaking fast Ground Zero on the far side. Just ahead of 4 with a pace, that's Rio Maestro as they go around the first 2 bends. And Rio Maestro slightly crowded, and 5 also impeded at that stage, Churchtown Pride. But up front it's Ground Zero, just beginning to draw clear now at the halfway point. From racing in second place comes Trap 4, Rio Maestro. Then comes Churchtown Pride, but it's Ground Zero, this progressive puppy, really pulling away and going to win this one in emphatic style in the end. Ground Zero, the 2-9 favourite, wins it easily. From running on strongly was Churchtown Pride back in second, and John Joe's Best got third. Great performance there from Ground Zero, trained by Jeff DeMolder. A real fast time, 28.85, and already being touted as one of the main contenders for next year's Greyhound Derby. And now on to the £10,000 Breeders' Forum Produce Stakes. Nice prize indeed. Favourite here was Heads or Kurt, trained by Keith Howard. Sent off the 7-4 favourite El Franco, second best for Linda Mullins at 9-4. And they're off and running and racing up towards the first bend. 4 fast away, Heads or Kurt, but the pace also coming from Trap 2 here, Kapula Lady. And on the inside of that one comes 1 El Franco. El Franco and Heads or Kurt go on. After he's poised in behind, no one in the shop in 6. They head down the far side. Up front it's Heads or Kurt with the advantage now of a length over 1. El Franco in second. There comes no one in the shop as they come round the final 2 bends. And 4 Heads or Kurt staying on strong up towards the in line. It's going to be victory in the Produce Stakes to Heads or Kurt. Tight for second, no in the shop, just pips. El Franco for second, and Flowing Stream back in fourth. Good prize for Heads or Kurt, trained by Keith Howard, beating no one in the shop. Winning time 28.53. Good performance there from Heads or Kurt, who's already broken the track record at Reading earlier in the year. Now on to the Coral Golden Sprint that took place at Romford on the 24th of October, and they made favourite here King Oscar, trained by Charlie Lister. Good sprinter, could he stay 4 bends at full pace, sent off at 4-5. And away they go, and racing out towards the first bend. Fast away, trap 1, Charming Quarry, heading towards the middle of the track there. Lots of bumping going on, and now 3 tries to take over in front. That's Tom's Rover, but here comes 6, King Oscar, and King Oscar, in the blink of an eye, has taken up the lead and gone clear from 5, racing in second. Lorna's Prince, they come racing around the third bend. It's King Oscar out in front, 2 lengths clear from Lorna's Prince, who's trying to close the gap, but it's going to be victory here to King Oscar. King Oscar wins. From back in second was Lorna's Prince. King Oscar then winning the Coral Golden Sprint, the winning time 24:33, and winning by 2 lengths for trainer Charlie Lister. Well, we've certainly been spoilt this year. In 1997, 2 television trophy finals, the second of which was covered by Sky, £6,000 going to the winner, and we had joint favourites in Tralee Crazy in trap 3 and Lady Flyaway in trap 5. And they're racing and running up towards the first bend. Good start from Maid of Seskin as expected in trap 1. That one leads round from Tralee Crazy. Lady Flyaway up with the pace, and then comes Monroe Slippy. A gap back to the other 2, Mary's Gem and Denise Dream, as they head down the far side towards the third bend, and Maid of Seskin is out in front. Tralee Crazy trying hard to close the gap at this early stage. After these comes 5, Lady Flyaway. Then comes a gap back to Monroe. Slippy back racing in 4th as they go with a circuit to go. And still in front we got 1, Maid of Seskin leading the way here. Tralee Crazy being taken on by Lady Flyaway. So far it's a 1-2 for Brian Clementson, because up front it's still Maid of Seskin trying to make all. Lady Flyaway closing all the time. Monroe Slippy staying on now back in third, and then comes Tralee Crazy and also Denise Dream as they come round the final bend and swinging off. It's 1, Maid of Seskin being joined by Monroe Slippy. It's Monroe Slippy's going to gain the day. Monroe Slippy lands the Evening Standard television trophy. Trained there by Kelly Rockman. Monroe Slippy beating Maid of Seskin in a winning time 51:35 and winning by a neck. Now on to the Wendy Fair St Ledger, £12,000 going to the winner. Spring Rose, of course, the winner of this event last year when breaking the track record, sent off 1-2 in trap 4. Main dangers of the betting, well, that's Tralee Crazy in 5 at 4-1.
They're racing in the Wendy Fair St Ledger final, fast into stride. Tralee Crazy, trap 5, leads at the first bend. Ahead of, in second place, Lipel Frankie. Back in third then, Spring Rose. Dropping back through the field, Mystery Player, chased then by Weaver Carroll and Faultless Fred. Up towards the third bend, and Tralee Crazy leads round that fourth bend, in front by 3 lengths to in second place Lipel Frankie, who's not making much impression at this stage. A break of 4 lengths to back in third, Mystery Player. 2 back then to Weaver Carroll. They're well strung out, and still Tralee Crazy has a storming pace from Trap Rise, leads down to straight now by a couple of lengths. Lipel Frankie closing gradually, but leaving it too late. Tralee Crazy is going to win the final. Lipel Frankie second, staying on in third, Faultless Fred.
Yeah, let's take nothing away from that performance from Tralee Crazy. Great performance there, winning in 39:41, improving throughout the competition. True representative of the Saba kennel there, and beating Lipel Frankie by 2.5 lengths. The favourite, Spring Rose, well, it was found to be after the race lame in one of its legs there, and unfortunately also it didn't obviously show its best in the race. You may have noticed it got a bad bump, perhaps at the first and also at the third bend. Across at Walthamstow, they held the £1,000 final of the Goodwood Cup, and a very warm-priced favourite here in Ard Castle, trained by Derek Knight, sent off at 8-13 after some spectacular displays in the earlier rounds.
It's the Goodwood Cup final, heading down towards the first bend, and Pingo broke in front that he did in a heat as well, but he's headed off at the first bend by Ardcastle. Just behind them is Astra Senorita, now drawn in trap 5, and Bookie's Delight, the 3 dogs, got plenty of middle dash as well. 2 bends to take, and Ardcastle's got to the second last bend in front. They're in a heat for second place, with just coming up the inside Bankit, and also in that second spot is Pingo as well. But it's all Ardcastle as they turn for home in the Goodwood Cup. He's going to take it in fine style. Ardcastle wins, going clear in the end. Just getting second place is Bankit. Third home was Pingo.
Certainly a greyhound. It looks as though it's going to be a force to reckon with in the early part of 1998, I reckon. Ardcastle recording 28.78 could perhaps be a likely ARC contender in the forthcoming year. Off to the Midlands and the Midland Flat Championship at Hall Green. Final over 474 metres. The favourite here, Sarah Deb, sent off at even money, a greyhound that had won the Birmingham Cup earlier on the year, taking on Potto Storm, who'd recently won the St Mungo Cup at Shawfield.
And away they go. Mardine Sheba the quickest to stride from Sarah Deb, who just moves off slightly. Kalani Ace in behind them. But the first two have gone away around the corner. A lot of trouble at the back. Kalani Ace in lots of problems. But Mardine Sheba is striding down the back straight 2 or 3 lengths ahead of Sarah Deb. And then further back comes Garbally Man. Here's the final corner coming up. It's Sarah Deb coming now to tackle and pass Mardine Sheba. As they turn down the home straight, it's Sarah Deb pulling away now from Mardine Sheba. Up towards the line, it's Sarah Deb who's going to win it. Close for second, Mardine Sheba just holding on.
Sarah Deb going on to beat Mardine Sheba then by 4 1/4 lengths in the Midland Flat Championship, and the winning time was 28.62. And with that victory, Sarah Deb was invited to the Select Stakes that took place at Nottingham this year for the first time. £3,000 the winner, over 500 metres. Favourite though was Larkhill Joe, who actually didn't get an invitation to the race, but came in as a late reserve. Sent off at 2 to 1. It was then 7 to 2 El Premier in 6, 4 to 1 Elderbury Chick in 3.
Traps away for the Select Stakes. El Premier's the quickest away. Elderbury Chick in the middle. The far side Ardcastle shows some pace. And Ardcastle almost on terms, but El Premier in front at the second bend, leading by a length. Larkhill Joe beginning to make ground the outside in the black jacket. It's El Premier who's made all so far. Ardcastle fighting back for more. Larkhill Joe's going with them. And it's Larkhill Joe now the danger to El Premier. Here's the final bend. El Premier swung very wide. The initiative throws to Larkhill Joe. And Larkhill Joe's beginning to get there. Larkhill Joe for the Select Stakes from El Premier. Ardcastle back in third.
Larkhill Joe had won the Tony Stanton Memorial Invitation race earlier in the year, but another big prize there going to Nick Sava. It's been a very successful year for him. He was represented by Tralee Crazy in the William Hill Cesarewitch final. £5,000 going to the winner, over 718 metres. The main danger in the betting was Nora McEllistrom's Baby Grand. And away we go, and racing out towards the first bend, and 6 Elderbury Flyer fast away here from 4 Tralee Crazy already in a good pitch, and then comes 5 Dunmurray Flight as they go round the second bend and down the far side, and up front still Elderbury Flyer leading. Tralee Crazy switching to challenge down towards the third bend. After these comes 5 Dunmurray Flight as they swing into the straight with over a circuit to go, and 6 Elderbury Flyer now taken on both sides by Dunmurray Flyer and Tralee Crazy, and Tralee Crazy hits the front as they approach the next turn. It's Tralee Crazy. She's gone 2, maybe 3 lengths clear from 5 Dunmurray Flight in second. 3 lengths back to 6 Elderbury Flyer, then a gap back to 2 Hasty Bit as they come racing down towards the second arse bend, and Tralee Crazy just gradually pulling clear from Dunmurray Flight. It's going to be victory here in the Cesarewitch for Tralee Crazy. Tralee Crazy lands the prize, another big one for Tralee Crazy, beating Dunmurray Flight. Great performance there from Tralee Crazy. He'd already won the St Ledger earlier in the year at Wembley, of course, over 6.55, going up in distance to 7.18 and taking the Cesarewitch. We're moving on now to the Racing Post Puppy Cup over 400 metres, £3,000 going to the winner. And they made favourite for this one at 11 to 4, the well-supported Tree Trunk in Trap 1.
And away we race then, winning it very slowly away up the back of the field, but early on it's Ballyard Recruit who's got around the outside. Rio Maestro's clear past Greenfield Angel, midway down the back straight. Ballyard Recruit leading by length. Rio Maestro trying to get on terms, further back to Greenfield Angel, more trouble in behind, but turning down the home straight at Romford. Ballyard Recruit still 3 lengths ahead of Rio Maestro, and Greenfield Angel finishing well, but it's Ballyard Recruit who wins the Racing Post Puppy Cup.
Well, perhaps a star of the future. Looks a bit of a short runner. Ballyard Recruits winning for Charlie Lister, who, by the way, had 3 in the final in Traps 4, 5 and 6. Our final race for Great Races of 1997 is the Wimbledon Oaks, sponsored by Thoroughbred Investments. £6,000 to the winner. Terry Drum Kate, unfortunately, was withdrawn lame after winning her semi-final. Frankton Jackie was sent off, the even money favourite here from the Irish raider Cashin Sleeper.
And away they go for the final of the Oaks, and Flashy Get has got away smartly to lead up the early pace Frankton Jackie as they take the first bend. It's Flashy Get. Now here's Frankton Jackie within a length of this leader. These are clear from Seskin Judy. Here comes Frankton Jackie wide now to throw down the challenge, but Flashy Get won't give way. She's holding on still by about half a length from Frankton Jackie. Further back comes Seskin Judy. They're down the home straight. Flashy Get for a tractor liner. Close home. Flashy Get wins the Oaks. Seskin Judy got up for second.
Yes, Flashy Get There winning then the Thoroughbred Investment Oaks, and a good time as well, 28.75, a major surprise in the final classic of the year. Congratulations there to the kennel of Ernie Gaskin, who certainly scored plenty of winners during 1997. That's all then from Great Races for this year.